Hey, Shalom, Makim Salaki. I had some technical difficulties with the last vid. I'm going to wrap it up here, bring things full circle for the brothers and sisters that may be listening. So this is back in Romans 13 and 11, which we opened up with. All right. Phone acting Joe. All right, Romans 13 and 11 again. And knowing the time, that now it is a high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. We close, man. Look up, for our redemption draweth nigh. So we went into high time, according to the blue letter. It referenced hour. Now, what does that remind brothers of? You know, let's jump back to Mark. And as we brought this out already, but again, we're going to bring things full circle. Mark 13 and 20. And except that the Lord has shortened those days, no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he shall shorten the days. So he's shortening the days for the elect's sake, right? And then pertaining to that hour, when we went into high time in Romans, right? Down to the Strong's, an hour, day, instant, season, short, high time. You could jump to Revelations 18, and it goes into how this place is going to be destroyed in 1 hour. All right, so that's all full circle. I'm going to close out with this. It's Revelations 18 and 10 and 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, Babylon, shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Because this place is going to be destroyed. It's going to be made desolate in an hour, man. And it goes into that further down. Now we know that, you know, they're referencing it as 1 hour. We know that the Lord operates outside of time. And just speaking as a man, it may be shorter than that. All right. But, you know, we know in part and we prophesy in part. And this is what we got. This is what we running with. All right. Until we are revealed those things, and until that it actually happens. All right. It's verse 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. It's going into all the merchandise, the gold, the silver, the precious stones. We're going to jump down to 15. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, the great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stone and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this city? All right. How is the whole hammer cut asunder, man? Because America was such a great power. That hammer representing strength. All right. Verse 18. Salakia, verse 19. And they cast dust on their heads and cried and weeping and wailing, saying, At last, that great city wherein was made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour she is made desolate. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye apostles, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh hath avenged you on her. And you know what, man? Let me hit this in the GNT and close out, man, because it's good to have references. And it's you know, it just puts it all jig think different, puts it in different perspectives. You know, we have different levels of understanding. So this is Revelations 18. In 18, Salakia. In the GNT. In 17, Salakia. And in 1 hour she has lost all this wealth. All the ship's captains and passengers, the sailors, and all others who earned their living on the sea stood a long way off and cried out as they saw the smoke from the flames that consumed her. There never has been another city like this great city. They threw dust on their heads and cried. They cried and mourned, saying, How terrible, how awful for this great day. She is she is the city who all she is the city where all who have ships sailing in the seas became rich on her wealth, and in 1 hour she has lost everything. This place is going to be turned to a desert. No remembrance, man. It says, be glad, heaven, because of her destruction. Be glad, Yahweh's people and the apostles and prophets, Israel, for Yahweh hath condemned her for what she did to you. And that's what we look forward to, man. All right? The destruction of this place, DTA. All right? The reconstruction of the kingdom. All right? And just eternal rest, man, because our warfare is accomplished, pursuing Isaiah 40. So with that, Lord willing, this lesson's edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone who teach and rule well, and peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. All right, keep enduring, Akim. Our redemption is drawing nigh, and our salvation is nearer than we believe, man. So, hey, Kwam Yasharala and Ababa Ball.